Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Metroid Prime 4, I guess. Instead of doing all that crazy stuff I was going to do before, we're just going to go to the mines, because that should be the next place. I had to double check to make sure that I was correct, that if it even was, so I looked it up just to be sure, and yes, it was. Because my brain was like, oh, we have to go back to Flare Pool, but then it's like, well, no, well, it was like, oh, we gotta go, do some more stuff in Ice Belt, but not really. There's a lot of collectibles you can get in Ice Belt, but I'm probably not gonna do all that, man. I don't know. I kind of just wanna finish the Let's Play as is. I'm fine with the stuff we have, not gonna lie. At first it was convincing, but knowing that I'm gonna have to do a lot of Spider Ball stuff, it just doesn't sound that enticing. And then I gotta go back to Flare Pool and start that whole thing up. And we didn't even have Super Missile to even get the thing we need anyway, so what's up, matter? Yeah, I think the only way over there is through the other door. So if you want to get to that, you're gonna have to go through a different way. Annoyingly enough. Not like it matters, it's probably for a shot expansion anyway. So I'm sure most of this game probably is. The biggest oh yeah, we still have more power-ups to get too. Well, the mines are the next potential location, so we should just go there. Yep. Like, we can't... the middle area, that's not really much of a dungeon anyway, if you're curious. Alright, I'm on my way. Oh, it was over there, wasn't it? Fucking A, okay. Well, anyway, back on track. Go grab some more crystals. You name it. That sort of thing. I took like a small, tiny break between the last recording, and I just decided, just to say fudge it, let's just go through this game. Maybe even possibly end it tonight. I'm running out of. I'm getting low on space a little bit. Well, I got like 40 gigs left. I wouldn't say it's really low, but I'll have enough to record all of this. And depending on how fast or slow it takes me to beat this game, I might even do more stuff, potentially. Also, I mentioned before, like, doing Ratchet Reboot, but it's kind of funny how I've been playing through Ratchet 1, like, classic Ratchet 1, and my god, I always forget how long that game is. Like, it is just jam-packed with stuff. It's insane. I still love Ratchet 1. It's just, yeah, it's just, wow, it's got a lot of crap to do. What can I say? I think this is, shot expansion, not shot expansion, can you fuck off? Fuck off. God damn. I mean, the idea is to destroy them with your bike, of course, but, yeah, they're just really annoying about it. But, either way, this is the Spider Ball room, I'm pretty sure. I think so. Well, it says there was an upgrade, or there's an item in here. So either I missed something, or this is the Spider Ball one. I don't know. No? Yeah, this isn't the Spider Ball one. What the fuck are you... Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. What? Can you get out of Morph Ball, please? What am I missing here? What... Oh, I think you have to go from somewhere else. Like a top or something. Because there's nothing... Motherfucker. Tricky little bastards hiding us up here. Because they knew you'd probably just end up like what I would do and just take the stinking thing. I didn't even think about that. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, there's that done. So that means that this one's complete. For good. Now the crystals, all that other stuff. We probably could get everything, I think, by now. I don't think you need power bombs or super missile to do the shrines. So we probably could finish those, if need be. At least there's a possibility I could. Let me think. That has things there, yeah, but I can't do anything with that. We need to get over there, which there's still plenty of things in between that we probably most likely missed. And unless dumbass is over there right now, I feel like there's no need to go to it. Not until we get to that point in the game where we're going to need to go there. I saw the crystals, don't worry. You know, now that I think about it, this game is a little slightly anti-Let's Play in it. Because I saw somebody else playing this game as a Let's Play. It made me think, huh. You know, him driving around the desert like I'm doing. It doesn't really fit that whole vibe that doesn't count as smoke. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Like, this game really, I don't think, lends itself the best to that. Unfortunately. But that's okay. Because we're doing it. We're finishing it. Some people probably like watching me do this. Maybe not the crystal stuff necessarily, but they probably enjoy my Prime 4 playthrough enough that they probably don't mind. And it's pretty much just a part of the game, man. Nothing I can really do about that. So I'm still not 100% certain if you even need to get all of them anyway. Like, if you really don't have to do them, then there's no reason to complain all that much besides, I don't know, just them existing, I guess, as padding. But then again, you could just not engage with it at all. But that also brings up the topic of, well, even if... That pretty much just goes into the whole thing of like, well, I don't have to do that, but, you know, they still do it. They still put it in game. And that's just going to be bad for everybody else. It's also funny because I actually played Fortnite again recently. Because like my brother and wanted to play, brought it up about playing or whatever. I'm like, all right. So I caved in. I'm like, oh, I'll get it again. I went to download. It was like 100 gigs, which is ridiculous, by the way. But then I deleted it because I need that room. And then it's like, oh, I could just technically stream it through PlayStation Plus. That'd be a lot easier. But that's besides the point. It's just crazy how like I haven't played that in game in a long time and enough time, and it's just so insane how brain rotted that game is. Like, it is filled to the brim with things on the screen at all times, everywhere. And it's like, holy shit, this game is full of it. There are decent upgrades, like, you know, you can see on your screen where people are shooting from. You can see that there's footsteps you can hear. Oh, a large shot expansion. Ooh. Don't see that often. This must be a one-time thing. No, probably not. I don't remember it. I remember getting this one, yes, but I don't remember if there are more large because I never really got on my way to look for them. Oh, I have a bike. I can do that. Silly me. Almost forgot. All right, I've arrived. So now it's time for the mines. And this part is, well, it just sort of exists. I wouldn't really say that this is a good dungeon or a bad dungeon. And honestly, now that I think about it, the only really annoying level in this entire game is probably just the ice belt. Arguably, I would say so. I'd say so. Yeah, there's an item up there, by the way, too. But let's just knock this thing down real quick. So I get that started up. I think, no, okay. But this requires something strong. Yep. Figures. So we pretty much have to wait, I think, to get that one. But we're getting Super Missile, I'm pretty sure, in the mines, and I want to say that we're going to get Power Bomb. And this should be the last teleporter key. Once you have all of them, you can go ahead and leave. But instead of doing 100% of items, I'm probably going to just stick with the crystal thing like I said before. That way I have that going on. Oh god, I remember this place. This is going to fucking suck. As long as I remember what I'm doing, I should be okay, but... I do remember this place sucking a lot. We gotta go way down. And then it's pretty much gonna be combat the game for a good portion of this. Just saying. So I hope you're ready for that. I hope you like fighting in this game, because if you don't, well, you might be upset with this. I think you can actually space jump that, but I'm not really sure. I think I might, yeah, I don't know. Woohoo, that was scary. Shouldn't have done that. But we can space jump this at least, and then of course, this is just to get back up here. But might as well get our thing while we can. Get whatever we can while we can, I guess. I think this one gets electrified, don't it? Yep. Because of course it does. Hang on there, and there you go. Pretty easy stuff. Alright, back to the main track now. It's kind of nice whenever you do happen to know what you're doing in a game like this. Obviously. It makes things a lot easier to kind of go through compared to your first time you played. Because obviously when I first played this game, I didn't know what I was doing. So... oh yeah, you need to boost ball off it. I don't remember that being a thing in... might have been a Prime 3 thing. I just don't remember doing that. Well, that doesn't happen. You don't do that in Prime 1. And it's been a while since I've beaten Prime 2, so... or even played Prime 3, for that matter. Damn it. Luckily, I don't have to do the entire bridge, I don't think. Just do, like, half of it. Then the game would sort of just pretty much finish up the rest. And you gotta do this, like, twice. Annoyingly enough. Yep. Have we even... it's so crazy how many of these things we've... oh, yeah, you need to... I remember this. So her name is Armstrong, and... well, that's what you need her to do, is use her arms very strong to lift open this damn thing. Come on, guys, open it. Come on, hurry the fuck up. And then you just shoot it with electric. And then there you go. That's probably a save room, isn't it? Yep. It's kind of a weird save room, though, all things considered. That's what they did with this game. I mean, Prime 1 had stuff like that, too, but not to this extent. I feel like this game makes it way more apparent that save rooms can be just pretty much just anything. It's just essentially a rest area, practically. I said restroom. Well, you could rest in a restroom, but I wouldn't recommend it. What the? Oh, come on! That cheap dog shit. To be fair, I can't hear my TV right now, so that's pretty much why. That looks like a grappling thing. That is... oh, okay, yeah. It is. You know, I don't think I ever got that one before. But we could use all the extra elemental stuff we can possibly get our hands on. Would you idiots get down there and open the fucking door again? Or do I gotta tell you to do it? That's what they do. There. Should be like maybe one more locked door like that. Yeah, that's a super missile thing, I'm pretty sure. So once again, we'll probably have to wait a bit. If I remember to even do it in the first place. If I could even come back up here and do it without having to actually come back around. You know. if the game lets me progress back up to this. I guess what I'm trying to say. Oh, I need to activate that first. Also, kind of a interesting thing. I wanted to see like a Yu-Gi-Oh 2D fighting game for a while that could blend both games together. Like the idea, like a 2D Yu-Gi-Oh game that used cards to fight with, and also the fact that it was just a fighting game. Like it was more of a fighting game than a Yu-Gi-Oh game. So like a little bit more loose on the card system itself, so to speak. Because, like, you know, regular Yu-Gi-Oh, you got a lot of strong shit. So you have to cut some corners for a fighting game to make it kind of work. Much like with Dragon Ball, you have to kind of, like, balance characters out. Like, Krillin can fight Cell and shit. You know what I mean. Yeah, you get the point. And, well, somebody... Hold on. Somebody did actually finally answer one of my prayers about that and made Yu-Gi-Moto himself playable in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and it looks just about the same. I'm not gonna try to take care. I'm not taking credit. I'm just saying, like, it just feels like it was exactly what I was talking about, where you can have like a card system. Well, my original thought was like instead of having like a deck of cards, like they do, instead it's just like these cards kind of have like a cooldown system, so to speak. And there's like certain like character. My original thought was like, it's based on the monster. Like, you can play pretty much any monster with anybody, you know. It's just... Or, like, each character has, like, their own monster they can play as. But I want it to be a tag game, too, so... They'll have to, you know, either buddy up with Kaiba or whatever the point. Either way, my original idea was something along the lines of... you can use, like, traps and spells as, like, a burst... Or like a, you know, a trap, and then spells could be like your meter moves and such, and then some moves would be, you know, like some of your specials would be based off of other spell cards such as like Thousand Knives and what have you. But this mod answers that entire question that I've been struggling to answer myself. Is like, how would you be able to mix a fighting game without going too hard, like on the Yu-Gi-Oh aspect? And still make it work. Well, they did a fan-fucking-tastic job. I didn't get to play it yet, but my god, does it look good. And it's the same case with the Dio mod, where they make it not obvious that they took another character, you know, or other character ideas. Like, this is clearly... I assume for the Yu-Gi-Oh one, it's probably from the ground up, but at least with Dio, it also looks like it's from the ground up. But Orange Piccolo, you can see a hint of, oh, well, it's this character's moveset. Or like Raditz, you know, you can still kind of see like hints of other character moves. But this one looks like it's just entirely original. It's insane how well done it is. And it's like, god damn, I just want a Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game. That's not Jump Force or Jump Stars or anything like that. Just straight up 2D fighting game. You know, if you want to have Yugi and Kaiba and like all of them on the field, you could. But I was kind of thinking more so like in the background, so that way they're just kind of out of the way. Like they move, they're like Pokemon Trainer with Smash. You know, they kind of just move out of the way. Alright, let's go. The first time we're actually with Armstrong by ourselves. I don't see that happen very often, huh? Yeah, this area is mostly just going to be doors. I think for this, you're just going to have to missile it, yeah. But unfortunately, it does cause Grievers to appear. So, you'll have to fight them over again, and over again, and over again. Again, like I said, I hope you like combat. Which, now that I think about it, I wonder if I ever had the damage upgrade here, because, like, I'm doing fantastic. Like, my damage is really good right now, so I'm guessing that most likely that was probably what was causing me troubles the first time I played it. Was not having the damage output to deal with these ass wipes. And these things are just a thing. I think you're supposed to burn this. I think. Yeah. And then you can just blow it up. There you go. The mines itself is really not a terrible level. Just, it's got a lot of stuff you gotta do. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of stuff, but... Right, we don't need to use fire to blow them up. Just shoot them. Silly me. There's a shot expansion there, which... I don't know how you're supposed to get that. Well, now I know. It's right there. Our door in there is right there. But you'll have to come back down through this stinking cave system again to do it. And unfortunately, you have to do this again. On this side. Avoid every trick and trap, and then bam, there you go. Motherfucker. You know, I had a interesting thought today. I was looking in the mirror before I left, and now I feel like a big fat pile of shit, but I looked in the mirror, I'm like, damn, you know, because I kept thinking for a while I was just unattractive again. But, okay, so this is physical force. Fuck off. Anyway, I looked in the mirror and I was like, you know, actually, no, you're still a pretty attractive guy. What's wrong with you, man? You gotta think like that, you know? So, it was nice. It's nice to, every once in a while, just think that you're attractive without, of course, going too crazy about it. Like, I don't think I'm the hottest dude on the planet. Obviously, I'm not. If I was, it'd be pretty obvious by now. But, you know, I don't think I'm ugly. My brain does. My brain likes to tell me that I am, but I think that's just trying to keep me down. That's trying to keep the man down, you know? Did I just damage boost off that? And let's just skip all this crap. No point in fighting everything. As you can tell, oh yeah, we still have more to do even after this. Like, after we get out of the mines, we gotta go do the, we got a boss fight we gotta go do with the artifact thing, and all that fun crap. So yeah, we're not done yet, so for all the people that are probably potentially enjoying the playthrough, we are still arguably far from done. We need to power this up, but the only way to do that is to melt this sumbitch. And do this, which we never do often at all. Which is funny, because you could technically, I think, do a lot of puzzles with that require it in general. But usually they kind of have the stuff you need around it anyway, so... Guessing missiles? Nope, I got to let her do the job. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, again, good thing I've actually played and beat this game before, because if I didn't, well, I wouldn't know that was there. Alright, I just gotta sit around and let her do her thing. And those guys explode, which is really irritating. Yeah, this is way easier than what I had before. Holy shit. Because when I first played this, again, like, I don't think I got all the upgrades, or, like, some of the upgrades until after this place. It was, like, super, like, late game for me. Just the fact that I'm doing decent damage is very telling. Like, I don't even have to charge up if I don't want to. I could, but... I think you can jump off and still be fine. I think. Well, either way. There you go. Well, we're off now, but... At some point, we're just gonna have to leave. Which I'm hoping might be soon, but... No, we have to wait for her to break through all this crap. And then deal with that annoying-ass noise called Weavers. Or Grievers, sorry. Yeah, see, if I was playing this with essentially no items, this would be incredibly... a lot more tedious. Well, here's the thing, though. Would this upgrade count as an item? Well, yeah, because it's an upgrade. Yeah, but it's a regular upgrade. It's not like a... It's not an item upgrade. I guess, if anything, I could just call it low percent. Or, like, whatever percentage I get, just call it that. You know, because I feel like an upgrade like this is almost It's not mandatory for a 0%, but I don't know. But this is me we're talking about. You know what I would. You know exactly what I would say. It's either all or nothing. So that's kind of how the way I work. It's like I prefer, if I can, if it's not too much of a struggle. I always try to do the very hardest aspect of a challenge to an extent. You know, like for example, Warrior World originally when I did that no damage, that meant that if I get hit in the boss, I had to quit the whole world and do it all over again. Well, I go by checkpoint. If it checkpointed at a boss, I think it was fine. I don't know. There's very specific things. Like, I think that, you know, a no damage run, it doesn't have to be done in one singular sitting. You can die and restart if you have checkpoints. But there's always, like, very specific rules that kind of go into things. Like, for example, for this, a stipulation I guess I could make is like, oh, well, even if it doesn't count toward as an item upgrade, it would still technically count as a potential upgrade, so maybe getting all the crystals might be a bad thing, unless you're forced to get them. The only exception is if I have to get the last upgrade, which I don't think you technically do, but I'm not really sure if you do or don't. Regardless, if that's the case, I will probably just, knowing me, I'll do everything in my power to beat the game without this extra damage upgrade. Because, to be fair, the crossbeam thing, you know, let's be real, does that really matter? Probably not. The extra speed on it, I didn't even use it in there either. I forgot to use it. It just does this. You just speed it up and fly around if you wanted to. You don't go very far, but I think it just more so speeds up, essentially like a real-time thing, you know? Like, maybe it doesn't exactly go faster and last longer, it just, for us, the player, it looks like it does. That'd be my guess. Those are just platforms, buddy. I can't get those from y'all. I'm gonna have to... Gotta do something about these little bastards. Okay, well, how do I get across? Because this is where we're going. I don't think I jumped down, do I? I'm pretty sure that's death. Not that Samus couldn't survive that, but I don't know. Well, there's this. Well, there's this, too. Typically, when you take these, they actually end up just getting you back to the item. These are just fun little things that you can do for fun. Well, and they're optional items, of course, but it's still kind of nice. And yeah, there you go. I actually like these. You know, now that I think about it, this needs to come back in Prime 5. I like these, and I think if somebody said that, no, they're fucking shit because I think Prime 4 is shit, I think you have no taste in fun. I think you are just miserable for the sake of it. I'm not going to say that your opinion's entirely wrong. You know, if you think Metroid Prime 4 sucks, I can totally understand why. But you can't look me dead in the eye and say that those tetherball things were not fun. Personally, I think they're fun. So shut the hell up. Did I ever get that E-Tank? I swear I probably missed it, like a dumbass. Because I've got a lot more E-Tanks than I had in my original playthrough. We're about to get another one. I can't remember having this many, but I don't know, I have to look. I did have like 71% of the items, so... Or something like that. I forget what it said. You guys saw it. Very nice. We're still luckily over halfway when it comes to E-Tanks. Now, granted, I could just get all the E-Tanks, just to make sure I'm maximum powered, but really there's no reason to. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing, necessarily, especially with the final boss, but like, I'm going to spoil it right now, the final boss does have a checkpoint, so do not fret, there are checkpoints in the final boss. That's probably all I'm going to spoil, though. Alright, cool. Now we get to meet this guy. And then eventually fight, like I think, like a bigger version as a boss in this area. But luckily, these guys are not that strong. They don't take forever to kill. And you could also technically just charge fire shot and probably kill them fast that way too, honestly. Yep. Okay, maybe he's not dead yet, but point being that they're not really that strong. It's just essentially a giant griever at the end of the day. And I wish that electricity would shock them for longer, but I think it only affects the mini ones, though. Like, of course, same thing with ice. Yeah, if anything for this playthrough, I think what I'll probably end up doing is doing a lot of Soul Valley shit. So, unfortunately, I will not be planning on going back through these areas just to go and get everything. Alright, get your ass on that door so we can get out of here. And this one is not a thing that he can break down himself. Would you just do it? Yeah, I'm trying to get you to do it. Now do it. Go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do it. Why you gotta scan the wall for him to do it? It's just Prime. Just Prime shit. What more can I tell you? This thing, though, we can't do yet. Because I think we need to activate something for that first. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we need I'm going to spoil it now again, but power bombs. This room took me a bit of time to figure out. As well, not gonna lie. Clean those guys off the walls. You're gonna want to. How do you do it again? I forgot. But do be careful with the sound in this room. Like, if you blow shit up. Yeah, as he says, they're drawn to loud noises. Which means, of course, if you do happen to shoot missiles nearby, they will show up and try to kill you. But they don't have very many, so... You've alerted the Horde. And we're going to need that upgrade in there to get this. Alright, here we go. Let's begin. Let's see if I remember how to do all this. While getting shot at by Reavers, of course. Fucking pieces of shit. That's the annoying thing that games do to me. Is I always think I'm done, but then I'm never done. You know? That crap annoys the living hell out of me. Whoa. Be careful there, buddy. Okay. That's one clamp, I think. Right? No, we have to boost ball that. Yeah, because it's a screw. Does it go back in? Yep, sure does. And we just drop down, and then you're going to have to boost ball this way. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure out I needed to do that, which is very odd because I did it before. Don't ask me how. Or no, was it this one? No, it was this one. I didn't know how to do this because the wall is right here. Yeah, that's where you're going into. That's what it was. It wasn't the boost ball thing. It was I didn't see that little crack in the wall. So, my bad. Oops. Okay, there we go. And that's all that. That's all she wrote. But now you gotta fight these assholes. Actually. Luckily, View is one of the, honestly, probably strongest member of your entire group. Granted, Mr. Sniper will stay back and shoot things, but still. I would argue that he's probably the strongest, considering the fact he's a giant robot guy that can, you know, waste away guys. Oh, he's actually doing it. Nice. No, you alerted the Horde! What the fuck, man? Alright, now we have to go back out. And now we have Super Missile, which... Yeah. We're bound to get that at some point. I want to say that this right here is a Super Missile wall, which is going to give us access to a missile expansion, which is perfect. Get our missiles back. And unfortunately, I don't think you can do the thing you can in Prime 1. Yeah, you can't just charge your shot and then launch missile and still get Super Missile out of it. Which does kind of suck, though, a little bit. But yeah, I think that's it for this room. So, time to leave. And then go back out and do more super missile stuff. And I'm not going to do the puzzle in the other room. I'm not going to worry about that one. Like this puzzle right here. One, I think it's just for a stupid fucking Mega Shot expansion anyway. Just a singular one. And what's annoying is, like, regardless of what you do, you're going to whip the Horde anyway. Doesn't really matter. I saw a thing. It's coming up soon. But I saw a thing where a view can actually get angry at you if you don't continue and make progress. I'll show you when we... Well, I'm not going to do it, but I'll tell you when we get there what I'm talking about. And these guys are just basically just grapple beam thingies. And then we got a... Here it is. Yeah, you just super missile that bitch. But I think you're supposed to do that so he can get across. Just as is. Wait, then how do you get to that one again? I forgot. One thing I don't miss is the fucking X-ray vision. Or thermal, for that matter. I might add. Oh yeah, he has to break that himself, knowingly enough. I forget how you're supposed to get that one. I think you're supposed to missile a couple more things. I just didn't see them. Wait. There's that up there. And I think you're supposed to maybe missile this. Shut up, bitch. Do whatever I want. Well, if you could missile it, I'm sure the game would tell you. I'm not sure. I don't remember how I'm supposed to do that. That one. Unless I'm blind and dumb, I don't know. Get on the door, Chief. Come here. Get on that stupid fucking door already. Oh, I know how to get that. Just, alright, I'm going to let him get the door first. I'm not going to go back just yet. We'll grab it in a second. Get him to do his thing, and then I'm going to go get this real quick. I see. There we go. Yeah, that's worth a shot expansion in my book. Nothing screams, here's a basic reward for a basic job, than a shot expansion. Not even enough to get a mega shot expansion. It's just one of those. Okay, so we're not there yet. Like I said, you'll see when I'll tell you when we get there. Ah, yes. Green slime. My favorite. I don't remember if I ever thought just to shoot these guys. It's so funny when you're playing a game again, and you kind of just... No, wait, I think I did do that originally. But, when you're playing... Yeah, you're supposed to. When you're playing a game again, you're just kind of going through it without really thinking. Because you've been through all this stuff before. You don't really care anymore. You're just like, well, I know what I'm doing, so... You know... It's not like it's a big deal. I know what I'm doing for the most part. And I can kind of like speed through. Ish. A lot faster than what I originally did, of course. You're damn right you will. I don't think you can break that. Not that I know of. Alright, time to fight this bitch again. But don't worry, this will be over soon, I'm sure. And I think that you could actually fight this without missiles and probably not even wipe the Horde. So I'm guessing they probably want you to... Maybe, potentially... Yeah, because like if you launch missiles, it's going to activate those guys. So that's kind of a smart little thing, not going to lie. Hey, I said I'll give credit where credit's due. I kind of like that concept. They kept with it. Like, even in mid-combat. Like, yeah, if you use missiles, even in mid-combat, these dumbasses are going to show up. And try to hurt you. So... But luckily, if you want to charge Super Missile without launching a missile, make sure you fire off a charged shot and then instantly start holding R. Okay, maybe they do appear regardless of missiles. I'm thinking I did launch a super one, so maybe that's probably why, I don't know. I've never hit anybody with that yet. Tried to, like, break free. I think for him being stuck in the glue, you're just kind of stuck without him. As in, there's really just not much you can do about it. Okay, he's dead. And you're dead. And, once you finish off everybody, it should be good to go. I think. There we go. Yeah, he could have done that the entire time, but he chose not to, because why wouldn't he? Whoa. More bastards. Yeah, you don't need to go. You don't need to worry about the other one there back there, buddy. Let's just go. Alright, so we're getting close to it. So pretty much the idea right now is to escape, and you gotta scan every fucking wall. You don't have to kill everybody, by the way, because there's just an infinite amount of them. This isn't Ratchet and Clank, and I get a skill point for that. Maybe you will, I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, you can't kill everything. I don't need you to protect me. I need you to open the damn door. You know, your job that you've been doing. Yeah, right here. So pretty much, you're going to want to go into Morph Ball, because he'll tell you, like, hey, go into Morph Ball and I'll launch you whenever he gets around to it. But in this room, if you don't basically do what he says, he'll get mad at you and be like, get in the Morph Ball. It just seems as if, like, the devs themselves are just telling you, like, you're a fucking idiot. What are you doing? Or it could be a little bit of fun. Who knows? I don't know. I don't feel like Prime 4 had any sort of agenda behind it, but I don't know. That's the thing, though. I don't know. I mean, Retro is an American studio. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially nowadays. Would you fucking hurry the hell up with this? We basically killed them all! Oh, okay. We killed enough. Oh, you son of a bitch. Now I have to sacrifice my life just to deal with you. Because you're an idiot. That's it. Super missile in that bitch. That should have been enough by now. Yep. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, just Morph Ball and he'll throw you. So. And he sacrifices himself. Actually, we didn't see it earlier, but both Duke and Armstrong sacrificed themselves too. They are now dead, and they'll never come back. You are now finally free of these cursed fucking NPCs. About goddamn time, huh? And then the sniper guy, I forgot about that too, but he sacrificed himself earlier too. On that. No, we haven't done that yet, have we? The bridge fight? I thought we... Wait, we never even fought anybody on that fucking thing. I just kind of left. I can't do that. What the... Game? Why are you making it seem like I can, but then I'm not able to? Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is where we're going. That was just another power bomb thing, so we can't do that. Alright, the big green hive shit. This is where they're all pretty much coming from, I guess. It's like Final Fantasy 7 of this bitch. Can I get up there? I think that's the thing we come from, actually, so... Most likely, no. Or there's probably just some way to get inside of that. Awakened psychic abilities, huh? What? Stop hitting me. I know they're not doing anything, but still. Oh, here we go. Oh, what do you know? Look at that. I don't think I don't remember doing this one. Nice little extra puzzle for me to find. How nice. Yeah, it's always kind of nice when you're doing a Let's Play like this and you're like, wait a minute, I've never done that. This should be a save room, I believe. Yep, sure is. I'm not saving it yet. No, I mean, I'm saving it. I'm not quitting yet. That's what I meant to say. And we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We have, like, a boss. The artifact hunting thing with another boss in it. That one of them is going to take one of the artifact thingies. I know I keep calling them artifacts. It's probably going to make somebody angry, but they pretty much work about the same way, except they're a lot easier to get your hands on. Okay, here's our boss room. Perfect timing. This guy gave me a lot of gripe. Well, let's see if I can do it better. So essentially, he's going to hug the wall for a little bit here. You have to attack him in his arms or like his... pretty much just his fleshy weak spots. Which, for right now, is the arms. You can attack him right in the chest and knock his ass down. And you can actually hit him. Like, this is the boss where you can't hit in the chest. Where that's, you know, his weak spot. He'll do that twice. This is only phase 1, though, so... he'll probably only do it twice. Eventually, as the fights get longer, he'll get more phases where he'll actually end up doing more things. This is one of the few bosses that using lock-on might not actually be very useful for. And then once he knocks his ass down, go underneath him, bomb him, and get away just a little bit, so you can blast him right in the chest. And then watch out for this, because if you get hit by that, you're going to be stuck. And just like the ice thing, you're going to have to break free. So. And he's an Omega Griever. Kind of like the Omega Pirates. Remember them? Yeah, I think we all remember them. Fucking bastard, I didn't have time to hit you. I guess I didn't do enough damage the first round, so that's probably why they made me do that again. And I don't think you can attack him under his belly without at least doing something first. So right now, I think what he's technically doing, besides calling up Reavers, is he's building up armor. Which means that he's going to have a lot more things to essentially protect himself. So you can see right now he's got like on his, looks like his legs and his left arm is missing the armor. But, oh, he also likes to dash around too. That's also really annoying and funny and cute. By the way, I think you'd only tap A to break out. Like, you have to. Like, even though I use ZR to shoot, because you can use A to shoot as well, for those non-Metroid Prime players. I think you have to actually use A, regardless. You can't use Z or... This makes sense. Okay, maybe not really. But yeah, now he's going to start getting a little bit more nifty with his attacks. So, he'll do a lot more just particular attacks in general, like this one, for example. I guess he didn't do it that time, but I could have sworn he got like 3. Either way, point being that he's going to get a lot more armor and a lot more annoying to deal with. And honestly, don't worry about using super missiles. Just shoot him in the chest. Ugh, god damn it. I wish you could aim while you're in that, but you can't. Yeah, oh yeah, that swipe sucks. This is what I mean by, like, there's no reason to have lock-on here. Because I feel like it just works better if you just shoot him like normal like this. This is honestly the best I've ever done. Even on my first playthrough when I... Okay, so now I got him into his next phase. That's what the thing was happening right there. I'm pretty sure. Because he would have let me hit him a lot more often if I didn't get him into the next phase. I'm hoping that damage counts towards something. I sure hope it does. Maybe. Yep, exploding guys, of course. But you get a ton of health back. Not just from them, specifically, but just more so him breaking into that wall. And now we have to hit, as you can tell, his main arm that I was hitting is now unfortunately armored up. So now I have to deal with this shit. Which again, this is another careful case of like locking on probably won't help you too much. You can still do it, yes. Especially if you want to do dodging. But this fight in particular, like, I feel like it just works better the way I'm doing it. Because your shots just will not track all that fantastically. It's a lot... more work just to lock on. Yeah, I guess the damage I was doing to his arms before don't count toward anything. Apparently. Whoa. Thank God for space jump, huh? Ouch. You know what's funny is, Spin Boost from Dread is essentially just... It's pretty much just Space Jump from Prime. Because, like, back then, Space Jump was... You can jump multiple times. It was like the precursor to... Screw Attack. Or Screw Attack was just like an upgraded Space Jump, all things considered. And... you know, it just... Sorry, my nose got a little itchy there. Just one of those nice little things. What do you think about it? Oh yeah, by the way, don't go for this. That's a trick. Yeah, just wait it out. I don't remember if I did that my first time or not. I think I did. I think I fell for it. I wouldn't be surprised. What's he gonna fucking do? Nothing. Exactly. Couple swipes. And I shot him right there. Nice. I don't think we've died on a boss yet. I don't think. I feel like the final boss will probably about say their name. I'm pretty sure the final boss would definitely give me some shit. Alright, so Psychic Bomb time. And yes, you can pick it up and you can throw them. Now we can get the hell out of this junk. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just... my bad. I think I held it down for too long. I think you only need to use it once. Why'd that not work? Yeah, it's just R. By itself. You don't need to do the whole shebang, necessarily. Oh, for fucking crying out loud, come on. There we go. And the next teleporter key. Very nice. The last teleporter key we need. But we're not done yet. We've got plenty more left to do, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty more. Let's get out of here and save it and all that fun stuff. And then I think we'll call it apart. And then move on and all that other funny things that we've been doing. And the next part will be most likely crystal and artifact hunting. We'll probably just knock the artifacts out of the way first. Maybe. Well, you know, yeah, probably should. And then do crystals along the way. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we can use our newfound power-up to get out of here. I hope. Yep. This is now your power bomb thingies. There you go. Pretty nifty, huh? That should cause something to happen. I was hoping an elevator at the very least, you know? Well, we turned on something, so I guess that's better than nothing. Now it's just really a matter of what the fuck turned on, how do I get up to it? Ah, I see. Unless this opens this door right here. No, I think that just gives me an elevator ride back up. Sweet. Well, how nifty. And look! They didn't fucking die. Oh yeah, he's protecting out here. That's what it was. Yeah, they sacrificed themselves. But they're actually just alive the whole time. I lied. They didn't die. Of course they didn't. Wait, we're not doing this one either? What? Wait. What about the bridge fight? What happened to that? Am I stupid? I don't know. Alright, so every time you blow these up, they will give you, thankfully, they will give you stuff back. I know, but the thing is, I gotta go find more crystals. We should probably do that as well. How many? Hold on, how many do I have? Motherfucker, I want to see how many fucking bombs I'm out. I'm fresh out of power bombs. Yikes. I hope this has some in it, because if it doesn't, I'm kind of fucked. Perfect. Alright, cool. We got one. I mean, the fact that we can get any more back is nice. Okay, good. That should be enough. Because I want to do this real quick. This little optional upgrade, because why not? Wait, this is Soup Missile. Yeah, this is not Power Bomb. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, sweet. That better be a Power Bomb upgrade, though, I swear. Oh, no. Of course not. When is it ever? When is it ever just a goddamn Power Bomb upgrade? Never. These games are so nasty about that. But regardless, we should head back to Fury Green anyway. So we can just regroup, recruit, and all that other crap. Do what else is needed. Well, technically he's talking about finding all the crystals and stuff. And I have a pretty good idea of where some are. But they're all the way over there, and I don't know. We could... I mean, it still would probably be beneficial just to go back. There's a Power Bomb one near Fury Green anyway. Some crystals. But it wouldn't hurt just to go back, just to put in crystals to see if maybe I can finally get that damn locator thing. Because at this point, like, the only ones crystals I can find are Power Bomb ones, and I'll have to use the locator for the most part just to find them. Oh yeah, apparently there's an E-tank back at Flare Pool, actually. I was going to go look for that and go get that, because I saw it on one of the guide things. And Flare Pool is, unfortunately, way the hell down over there. But since we're doing crystal grinding, next episode, I might do a few extra things. Mainly just Flare Pool. Go grab that E-tank for the hell of it. Because I have an idea. I know where it's at. It's in the boss room. And yeah. Fun. But we're almost done, folks. We're almost diggity dong dang done. I almost forgot to blow these damn things up, too. Luckily, again, you only need to blow up just the main part. I think the rest of them don't really count at all. They shouldn't. I just do it for the sake of it, just in case. Just in the off chance that somehow it doesn't work. Which it should. That's a campsite, I think, too, right? It might be. I think this is a... Well, hold on. Yeah, this is a campsite. Pretty sure. But he's not here, of course. Why would he be? The worst part is you're going to have to listen to his fucking dribble. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't really know your character enough. You don't have time to... Well, then again, you could argue, like, well, you're learning his character now. Yeah, it's true. But even still... I don't give a damn. I don't give a rat's ass. Alright, back to Fury Green we go. And start working on the artifact hunting crappy thingies next, which is like 6 of them. Don't worry. They're all right next week. They're pretty... You've seen them before. Those little areas where... like those diamond hexagon things on the map. That's essentially what we're looking for. Because again, the game does tell us. Which is nice. God damn, man. I feel like I constantly just have fucking earwax all the time. Ah. Everything's wrong with me. Sorry, I know it's gross, but... Didn't mean to say that. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. Got some cool shit for me now? Maybe? Or do I do this? There's no cutscenes playing, so I don't know. He's building himself a little shop over here. Oh, here we go, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, wait, should I probably go I'm probably going to put the crystals in. That's probably what they want me to do. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't know if... I don't even know if I'm going to build... It doesn't matter. I don't know. Well, whatever. Here, I got some more. I got a little extra. So, let's see what this does, if anything. Probably not. And no. We're still, like, slightly over halfway. Well, that blows chunks. So, I have to green crystal farm in order to continue the game? That's some bollocks, if you ask me. Well, where is dumbass at? Where are they all at? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's gone, so that means he's probably... Oh, there he is. Like, I thought we were supposed to come back to base, because, well, he did mention collect crystals. Alright, I'll end the episode here. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you all enjoyed and all that other fun stuff. Let's do some crystal grinding and artifact hunting, I guess, or whatever. Whatever's next. So, anyway, as always, take care, everybody.